Morning, the 26th of February, Rabbi First Pierke Avos Purim.
Okay. Good morning. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here, Shiva Hamanafshi here in Shlaim Care of Zoom. We are, in fact, Lou mentioned learning the Kema Rabbeinu Bechaye on the Megillus Esther forum, and we'll put that on the screen momentarily. As we begin. All right. Uh, okay. Uh, right. Belaila who? Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's right. That we're in the paragraph of Belaila Hahu, Narda Shnas Hamela.
maybe I have the wrong sheet. Okay, hold on.
There you are. Okay. Who would like to begin to read today? Any volunteers?
Oh,
I will.
Oh, okay.
Balayla Hahu Nidada Shnas Hamelech. And that night, the sleep of the king was interrupted. Achasverosh Mimenu. It's referring to Achasverosh. Kach
Yes.
Perusho Bo Rizal. Thus, this is the explanation of it from the sages. In Megillah, Vahu Kishuto Shel Mikra Nafal Le Milsa B'da'as B'da'ate
B'daite.
B'da'ite.
Right. So the as Chazal explained in the Gemara in Megillah there in Daf Tes Vav Amid Beis, the Pshuta Shel Mikra. What's the Pashup shot? Again, the pasuk says that sleep was eluded the king that night. On that night, sleep eluded the king. Now, Pashup shot, it means that's Nafole Milsa Bidaite. Something was occupying his mind. Something was bothering him. Right? He couldn't sleep because something was bothering him. Milsa something. Nafale Milsa something fell. Literally Bidaite fell into his mind. Something was preoccupying his mind. So, question is, what was bothering the king? Poor old King Achashverosh couldn't sleep. So why did he get a martini and just get a nightcap and you know,
Hello.
yeah, he could have done that.
Yes.
right? Right. So something was bothering him.
Sorry, I'm in my sphere now, so it's very noisy.
Uh,
All right, so I should meet him there. I should meet him there at 9:30. I will meet him there. I will
So
meet the
they
owner at
say they
30.
say Amar Mai Dekaime Deka Hazminte Esther Lahamin. So he was thinking Umar, meaning Umar, he Akashver was saying, My Dekai Deka Hazminte Esther Lahamin. What was it what's this queen inviting Haman for? Meaning, you know, strange thing. Queen wants to have a little party with me, and here she's inviting Haman to the party also. kind of a strange thing.
Hmm.
So that was the thing which was bothering the king. King Achashverosh was bothered by the fact that tomorrow he has a royal feast. He has a royal feast with the queen, and he's going to have to share the goodies with Haman. Very strange. So that was bothering him. That was Pashut Shat, what was bothering the king that night. Because of that, he couldn't sleep so well.
Okay, I'll call him and see if I can get the stick from him.
So
Thank you, bye-bye.
he said, he said, Dilma eitzika atziu alea el gavilit that it could be maybe they're in conspiracy. Dilma, perhaps Eitza ka yatsu alea. Maybe they've made some kind of Eitza, like has taken counsel, taken advice. Maybe they've made some conspiracy to kill that guy, meaning referring to
Oh,
himself. He was concerned that apparently
What?
Haman has no business at this party, right?
Wait, I saw the rubber.
So what could be the reason why Haman's invited to this party? Could be that they're interested in assassinating the king,
I really appreciate that you're taking care of all this.
right?
wow.
All to any of the same.
That was what was bothering him.
Wow.
So there was a good reason why he couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
I have to leave, I'm sorry. So I'll leave the internet on so I can record.
All right, Lou, we'll miss you. I'm sorry to see you go.
Okay, thank you. I'll see
Have a
you,
Okay.
good day, Lou.
I'll see you tomorrow, maybe later, but probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, very good. That's lacha. Fine. Okay. Okay, so we're still going to be recording that. We'll miss Lou, but we'll be on recording. All right. So yeah, so that's what it means here. Dilma, in the second line in that paragraph, Dilma eitzaka yatsu alea tahu gavrile ktule. That could be that they're taking counsel that they should kill that person, meaning he's referring to himself. That maybe
Oh,
they're in cahoots to try and assassinate the king.
wow.
Oh,
You're both Jews.
Yeah.
that other Amr. Okay. You want to continue, Mary? You can read if you like.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Hadamar Ihachi Lo Hava Enosh Derachim Le Dehu Moda or Modea Li. Okay. Is Hadar like behold or something? Behold, he said.
Well, Hadar is like that's like usually used in this context. So I would say it's literally it means to return, meaning in this case like to answer. And he's thinking to
Oh,
himself, maybe they're planning a conspiracy.
uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Hachilohava Enush. That there isn't a person?
So that he's now thinking things a little bit more deeply,
Mhm.
right? Thinking things through a little bit more deeply. And meaning if that's what they're planning, right? Right? If that's so that they're planning a conspiracy to kill the king, Lo hava inish derachim le hava miodili. That what there's no person that would know about this to tell me about this, to have mercy upon me to tell me about this. Meaning, he was thinking like this. He was thinking, what's this guy Haman being invited to the party? Why does Esther want to invite Haman? It must be that they have some conspiracy to kill me. So he went through, and if that's true, why didn't somebody who has mercy on me come to tell me that? Right?
Mm, right, right.
Meaning,
Maybe Achashverosh is paranoid.
yeah. Well, you see, that's the way it was. Like you look at I'm not expert in history, but the way a person got to be king is he knocked off the previous king, right? Knocked, you
Right.
know,
It's true. That's usually true.
yeah. And then when he got to be king, now he had to worry about the guy coming to knock him off.
Right. That's
Oh, so he was wondering, well, why shouldn't somebody has mercy on me to come to tell me about this?
mm,
Oh, so
okay.
now he goes even further. Hadar, he thought even more about this. Hadar Amr, he thought more about this.
Okay. Hadamar. Dilma icha inish the avar b tivota velo parate miyad.
So he says to himself, maybe Dilma, Ike Inish, maybe there's somebody, right? Ike Inish, Dilma, Ike Inish, Dilma, maybe there's somebody, the Avid be Tufsa, Lo Paresya, Miye. And maybe there's somebody who did me a toiva, and I didn't show my gratitude, my appreciation for his toiva.
Ah, wow.
And that's why no one's coming to tell him about it, because maybe they view the king as being an ingrate. So since
Uh-huh.
they view the king as an ingrate, nobody's going to come to try and save him from this assassination conspiracy.
Wow. Okay. Vayomer lahavi et Sefer Hazichronot. Oh, he's going to bring him the book of the history of the journals or something.
Chronicles. They call it Chronicles.
Chronicles, right? Okay. He said, bring me. Okay, the Chronicles. Vayomer Amelech ma naaseh yakar v'gedolah leMordechai al zeh. Oh, so the king said, or he thought to himself,
Right? So they started reading
right.
to the Sefer of the Chronicles, and
Don't forget to lock the door when you go.
when they came to this point about what
You going right now?
Mordecai did to save the king from the previous assassination plot. So Manasseh Yakar
All right, I'm on my way too.
what was done
Are you at the
as
door
a
already?
appreciation of my gratitude to Mordecai.
Uh-huh.
And he found that nothing was done.
Oh,
So the cause for the king not sleeping at night.
oh,
So he
kings,
Yeah,
Kings do have a lot on their mind.
that's right. Yeah,
So,
it's very true.
wow. Okay. So the next paragraph. Yaviu levush malchut asher lavash bo hamelech asher natan keter malchut barosho. I'll go to the comma. Let's see. Barosho perush v'keter malchut asher natan barosho.
So now he's going further. He's going further on in the Megillah. If you want, um, uh, let's take a look. We'll find this pasuk for us. Let's find this
Oh
pasuk.
yeah, let me get down my Megillah. I
Yeah.
think I have it here. Okay. So yeah, vote. Okay.
That's going to be in Perek Vav, pasuk Ches, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, let's take a look. Vav Het. Oh, my finger is right there. Oh no, not quite. Het. Oh yeah, Yavo levush malchut asher lavash bo hamelech v'sus asher achav alav hamelech v'asher natan keter malchut barosho. Oh, okay. So they brought him royal clothes or royal clothing, I guess. Let's see.
Right. So they brought, meaning, uh, this again. If you maybe, uh, if you want, look at the pasuk previous to that. That'll give you the context of what's being said over here.
Oh, okay. So hold it. This is Vav Het we just did. Okay, so Vav Zion, it says, let's see. Vayomer Haman El Hamelech, Ish Asher Hamelech Hafetz Bikaro. Okay, so Haman said to the king, for the man whom the king especially wants to honor. Oh, so he's prompting him.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so Haman responded in with this sentence. Right.
Okay. So
Okay.
everything is, at least in Pasachet, is sort of in the past. You know, he wore the royal uh, robe, and the horse the king rode with the crown on his head. So I guess that's why he thought that this would be a great honor for another person.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Okay. Of course, Haman was thinking this was going to be him.
Yeah. Haman was thinking this was going to be obviously. Who else does the king want to honor except for him, good old Haman.
Uh-huh.
He's on the top of the world over there. That actually that's what the morale in his explanations and commentaries on the Megillah, uh, he explains that yeah, that the way the Kadosh Baruch Hu worked it out was that Haman should be at the apex of his fame and fortune, and Kadosh Baruch Hu raised him up so high so that he can lay him down so low.
Right, right.
Like I think there's an expression: the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. There's a commentary by the Vilna Gaon. It says,
yeah.
but Yakar, honor, knows no bounds. Achashverosh knew full well that there is hardly a person alive, and surely not a vain man like Haman, who doesn't crave more honor than he already has. So I guess according to Vilna Gaon, the king was onto this sort of.
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't being fooled too much.
Wow.
You know, I always make a point about this. Like, what's this big deal, Haman? So you ride around on the horse. What are you? So you want to ride on a horse? You can go to the zoo and ride on a horse too. What does he care? Should ask for a lot of money. Do something. You get money. You can do something with money. But
Oh, yeah.
what's he gonna do riding around on a horse? Big deal. Just goes to show that people, because of covet, they'll make do and say the most ridiculous things.
That's right.
Okay, let's continue on.
Okay. That was the film. Okay. Let's see. So Perush Vikatav. Uh, do we do this? Malchut Asher Natan Birosho. Okay, so the explanation is in the uh, crown, I guess the crown of the king or kingdom, which he put on his head. Okay. The Haman Sha'al Shlosha Devarim. Okay, so Haman asked three questions. Okay, let's see what they are.
Yeah.
Oto Sus Asher Natan Keter Malchut Barosho, the Malat Barosho, Tachzor Lasus, Ki Hayala Melech Sus, Sheyasimu Keter Malchut Barosho. Wow, it's a big sentence here. Okay, so Otosus is what the same horse, which
Yes.
okay. The same horse, okay, which Natan Keter, which the crown of the kingdom gave on his head, okay, or maybe it's with the crown of the kingdom. He gave him, oh, okay, so he gave the crown, probably of royalty. on his head. Okay. Umilat Barosho. Not sure what the Umilat Barosho is.
That
Oh, what did it say? Not part of the pasuk.
so the expression, right? So again, it's explaining here that Nosen Keser Malchus Barosho perish with Keser Malchus Asher Nosen Barosho, the crown of the king which is put on his head, Al Haman Shail Shlosha Deboim, Alavush Vasus Keser. Right? So Haman asked for three things: the clothes, the horse, and the crown. Vadar
Oh, okay.
Lamelech, all right, V'hadar Lamelech, and the king answered him about the crown. V'al Kain Omer Nosein Alavush Vasus, Lo Hiski Kesef. Right? So the king objected to him wanting to wear the crown.
Oh, the king objected to that.
Right. So those two things, the Lavush, the king Akashverosh was um, acquiescent to Haman's request for the clothes, the royal clothes, the sus, the royal horse, but the
Right.
Kesser, lo hiski, Akashverosh in his answer did not mention anything about the crown.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I guess if Haman wore the crown, it's sort of like a coup against the king.
Yeah, that's it.
Sort of
That's sort of they're going a little bit too far, as I said.
right. Well, if he's riding through the streets with the king's crown, it's when people wonder, well, what happened to the king?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, Yomar, Visus Asher Rachav Alav Hamelech. Okay, where it says, but the horse which he rode on, which I guess the king rode on, it was the
Right.
horse that the king rode on. Ah,
But
okay.
this was the personal horse and the personal clothes of the king. So even so, those things, okay, you can look, you can that you can allow, but the crown is going too far.
Yes, okay. Excuse me. So, Otosus, Asher Natan Keter Malchut, Rosho. Let's see. So it's the same horse which uh, he put the royal crown on his head. Hmm. Wonder if it's the horse's head. Hmm.
Right. That went on the head, right? That was uh right. This was the so what is it
Okay.
he's going on when it's said in the Megillah the word milas barosho. What take a look at the Kesser Look at that pasuk ches again, right?
Oh, okay. So let's see. Chet says, okay, Yaviu Levush Malchut. Okay, so they brought him the clothing, the royal clothing. Asher Lavash Bo Hamelech, which the king wore. The Sus Asher Rachav Alav, and with the horse that the king rode on. Uh, okay, but Asher Nitan Keter Malchut Roshel, one with the royal crown on his head.
So what is this? What does this mean? The royal crown on his head. What's that talking about? The the king didn't apparently didn't allow him to, right, to have the crown, right? So what is this referring to? What is this word referring to? Barosho. Now where is this crown being placed on the head?
Yeah, so it's interesting because it says the Ibn Ezra comments that in his opinion it's referring to the horse's head
Oh,
because it's
that's right.
common knowledge that a crown is sometimes placed on the king's horse while the king is riding it. Wow. And that means no one else can ever ride his horse.
Oh, right.
I'm surprised that Haman had the gall to even suggest this. I mean,
That's a big surprise. You're right.
because he should know sort of the rules of royalty,
Yeah.
what the king does and what he doesn't do, and so
You don't usually they're like you said, the rules, the protocols, the
right.
customs. So you usually don't break those rules.
That's right, which should have uh, uh, implied to the king that something might be going on here.
Right? That's right. That also was a tip off to Akashverosh that something's a little bit funny here. What's this Haman interested in the crown for?
Right.
That's also confirming his suspicions.
Yep. That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Keter Malchut Barosho on his head. Umilat Barosho Tachzor Lasus Ki Haya Lemelech.
Oh, so it's going back when the Rosho is going back on the head of the horse, not
Mhm.
on not on the head of Haman. That the crown should be placed on the head of Haman. That can't be allowed. But it could be allowed that the crown be placed on the horse that he would be riding on.
Right. Wow.
Well, that's just an example of how um, this is a confirmation of Achashverosh's suspicions.
Right. Right. Okay, so Milat Barosho Tachzor Lasus Ki Haya Lemelech Sus. Okay, so I guess right, so that they put the um where they returned it to the head of the horse, I guess, because it was the king's horse. Oh, Sheyasimu, that they put the Keter Malchut Rosho on its head.
Well,
Okay. Okay, so it ends up that they probably did put the king's crown on the horse's head.
yeah, so that could be done. That could be done, but that another person should wear the crown of the king, that's something which is absolutely impossible.
Right, right. Okay, so it says Ka'asher Yerchav Alav Hamelech. So then that's when the king rides the horse. V'yein echad me'avdav. What, and no one else may and not one of his servants
Right. Yeah, yes. I think
has
that's referring
permission
to
to ride. Rishai has permission to ride uh, on it, on this horse.
right.
Zedavar Yadua, Ken Katuv, Rav Avraham, that's okay, so and this is the word, well-known word that was written by Rav Avraham. That's Ibn Ezra again, Rav
I think so.
Avraham.
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I might have had that in another class. Wow.
Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe it's a good spot to stop here instead of going on to the next paragraph. So,
Okay. Yeah,
right,
this was
so
very interesting.
very good. So here we're gonna be at the next point, Vyasa Kela Mordechai, a Yehudi. Mordechai, a Yehudi.
Okay. I'm going to put a
Very good,
bookmark
man.
here.
All right, let's take a little break and we'll start up with the Mishnah Berurah shortly.
Okay. Fantastic.
Uh,
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you for
That's
the
good.
reading, and we'll return to this tomorrow. And in the meantime, we'll get ready for the Mr. Brewer shift.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Be right back.
Thank you. See you soon.
Yeah. Do you have a shirt that might wear these shirts like your time? Yeah, I know it's okay, so let me. Could they? I do have a big pile here, yes. Second here.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's return back to our Mishnah Brewer.
Okay.
I mean, Kuf Samach Zayin.
Balsamic Zion. Okay, great.
Yeah, we were in the middle of the Mishnah Brewer. Let's go over the um Mechaber. There's the Mishnah Brewer. See, there's even a Bir halacha. Yeah, very important halacha. This. Okay, let's review the Mechaber, man. If you like.
Okay, so let's see, Vav. It says, Achal miyad v'lo yasiach ben bracha la'achila. Okay, so one eats the bread or hamotzi immediately, and one can't talk between the bracha and the eating of it. The imsach sarich lachzor levarech, and if he does talk, he needs to repeat it and say the blessing again. Elohim kain haita hasicha b'dvarim in yan devarim shemivarchin alav. Okay, so but if he has to, I guess if he has to talk, um, let's see. Haita sicha. So therefore, if there was, I guess if there was talking bidvarim, what of
Right.
things, I guess. Me'inyan devarim shemivarchim alav, things that he blesses over, says the blessing over. Okay, well, it gives an example. Kigon shebeirach al pat. So if he says a blessing over a piece of bread, and tenu ma'achal lebehema, and he says, give some food to the animal, the kayotse be'elu, and things like this. Einot tzarich levarech. He does not have to go back to repeat the blessing again. Okay, probably the Mishna Berura will talk about that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, let's stop here and let's go back to our Mishnah Brewer that we were working on. That would be Lamed Hay.
Okay, let me just find Lamed Hay. Okay, Lamed Hay. And that is, and you should not talk. No discussions going on during all this. Okay. Ache Yichaleh lil los ketzat mechapruta v'yivlaenu. Okay, so until he I guess cuts a small piece of bread and swallows it. Kevan de Pasach HaShulchan Aruch l'kaman b'sof simin reish yud. Okay, as is explained in the Shulchan Aruch, simin simin reish vav sif gimel. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, that's to look below. Oh, okay. Ayin Sham. Look. Oh no, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on.
Lamed Hay in the Mishnah Brewer. Let me see it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should
Okay.
get a ruler. I should get a ruler and keep track of the lines, especially the longer ones.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So you need, in other words, he needs to cut the bread and swallow it immediately after the bracha. Okay, Van, the pasuk. Okay, as it's in the Shulchan Aruch, l'kaman sof. We'll see below in Reish Yud. Div to'aim levad imlo bala ain sarik bracha. Oh, okay. So if he's excuse me. Again, should get a ruler. Okay, so if to'aim he tastes it by itself, but he doesn't swallow it, he doesn't need to say a bracha. Okay. Ki'im ikar habracha abliya, because the essence of the bracha is the swallowing of the food. Okay. V'chein kaftet im rabim musbim, if there are many people around. V'chol echad yesh lo kevar mevarech latzmo. So each person should yesh lo kikar. Yeah, so each person around the table, I guess, says the blessing himself for himself.
In that case, right, if every person has their own bread, so everyone's going to make their own bracha themselves.
Yes, I mean, you see that a lot at occasions, like weddings or bar mitzvahs. They put the roll right on the plate in front of you.
That's right. You got your own roll right there.
Okay.
So in that case.
So lo ya'aneh amen al birchato shel chavero. So you don't say you don't say amen for the blessing of your friend. Kodem she'itom hu al birchato. That is before she'itom hu al birchato.
Right, so you're not supposed to say amen to your fellow's bracha until you've swallowed your own. You got to swallow your own.
Oh, okay. I hear. Oh, that's important. Don't say. Friends bracha until that's important because I think sometimes people are chewing and chewing and they hear another bracha and they say amen to it, and apparently you're not supposed to do that till you complete your swallowing and on your
Yeah,
blessing.
best thing is like just take a bite and swallow it as quickly as you can, and then you're okay. You're safe after that.
Okay. So in Mikol Makom, im avar v'sach ve'odo lo ace. Oh, what? Hmm. Let's see. Nevertheless, let's see. Um, im avar, if he did this and I guess conversed, uh, biodolo ace. Um,
Lois is to chew, right?
conversed with Loasis to chew.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, so if he conversed while he was still chewing. Oh, okay. Kodem
Yeah, that's right.
Shebala Abusa, before he swallowed the bread, Bidvarim Sheino Mitzarche Suuda. Um,
And he was talking about things which weren't relevant to the Suda.
oh, okay. Sheino Mitzarche. Oh, okay. Tzarich Inyan. Im tzarich lachzor levarech. Okay, so there's the concept, the matter that he needs to repeat and say the blessing again. That's the Chaye Adam Klal Mem Tet Mitzaded. Okay, so I guess that's according to the Chaye Adam. Dafilu lo bala rak hatam shematzat bepiv min halisa. And that's even if he only swallowed a morsel, a bit, I guess, of it, uh, um, that there is still more maybe chewing in his mouth, min halisa, from the uh, isa. That's the same word as loes.
Right.
Uh, the chewing, I guess. Okay. Ein tzarich lachzor levarech. He doesn't need to go back and say the blessing. Omnam, therefore, ein tzarich sheyochal davka shior kizayit kodem sheyidaber. Okay, so I think when one needs to eat a olive-sized portion before you can talk. Dafilu imachal rak pachot mikazayit acher habracha, and that's even if he ate less than a kazayit after the bracha. Chashiva achila leinyan zeh shemutar ledaber achar kach imhu tzarik lekach. So Hashiva, so he doesn't return to eating. Um, Okay, so let's see.
Right. If you
Leonze.
look, if you look, the Mishnah Berurah said Surachinim Surach Levorech, right? Surachian. He didn't come to a conclusion if you need to go back and make a bracha. Look in the Sharet Sin in Sifkat Lamed, or on the
Okay.
bottom of the page, Lamed.
Shorts young Sif Kaf Lamed. Oh, Lamed. Yeah, that's Kaf Tet. Oh, Lamed. Okay. Af the Elah, the Elia Rabbah, Mitzaded, the Choser Umvarech. So what he's saying that even if the Elia Rabbah says that so he does go back and says the blessing. It's
Right.
mitzadeh.
Right. So the Eli Rab is inclined that he should go back and make a bracha.
Uh-huh. Okay. Uh, okay.
Now,
The Magen Avraham Mashma. Wait, so the Magen Avraham agrees? Mashma?
lo mashma from the Magen Amram, it's implied the lo shitale that it's not so obvious that he should go back and make another bracha.
Oh, okay. V'chein mipri megadim u'mehagraz v'chein bigdei yesher u'magen giborim mashma desivira lahu u'v'di avad ein tzarik lachzor l'varech. So all of these people are saying that you don't have to go back and say the blessing again.
Right.
Wow. Okay, Kevan, the mitkavein, belisa. Oh, because you had the intention of swallowing the shem achila, for what you ate. V'halisa adhalta dachila he. Okay, so he chewed or continued chewing, I guess, what he's eating. The kol panim l'hatchila bivadai yesh lizaher bazeh ma'od. And nevertheless, from the from the get-go, you have to be certain to be careful or very careful about this. Wow. And Eliah Rabbah Upri Megadim Ein B'machatzit HaShekel. Okay, so Eliah Rabbah and the Pri Megadim. Ein B'machatzit HaShekel. That's another commentary, the Machzit HaShekel?
Yeah, well, that's a commentary on the Magen Avraham.
Oh, okay. Wow. Unbelievable.
Okay. So now, according to the Sharet Tzion, b'di'evet ain't surach levoreh, right? Since he was in fact chewing it, okay, but that's b'di'evet. But really, you have to be careful. But we're not done. Take a look. There's a Bir Halacha here. There's a Bir Halacha here Actually, I'm not sure if I have a chance to finish it. Maybe we can get started. See the Berura, Lo Yisiach.
Oh yeah. Lo yisiach. Ed ad sheyivla akol panim at kemo shekavti b'Mishna Berura. Okay, so until he swallows it, I guess a small piece, ma'at, as it was written in the Mishnah Berura. Yesh lizaher bazeh harbe, but one has to be very careful about this. The da'at Magen Avraham Eliaraba Dema Shelo Ace Lo Mikre Adayin Achila. Okay, so what the Magen Avraham and Eliaraba that what he Lo Ace is chewing,
Right, that was it.
he should still I guess eat.
Right. The Mashilois Lo Mikri Dain Achila, meaning they were learning that chewing is not, and that's part of the question here. Is chewing considered to be Achila or not?
Oh, that's a good question.
And
So,
this, I'll tell you, it's going to be relevant to when you're eating, for example, matzah, right? Matzah, you're supposed to eat within a certain time limit. The
right.
Achila, you have to eat, Kadeli is pras, which minimal amount of time is like 2 minutes. And so we're going to see that the halacha is that really the chewing, that your 2 minute time limit doesn't begin until you start to swallow. And you can chew and chew and chew your matzah for 5 minutes as long as you didn't swallow anything, right? You're not considered to have begun your eating yet. And that's going to be over here, the same concept. So I'll tell you what, we've come to the end of our time. So we'll try and look at this Bir Halacha in depth tomorrow. We'll try and devote our time tomorrow to looking at this Bir Halacha.
Right. That's very good. Okay, so it's not eating until you swallow it.
Right. That's why you have to be careful not to even answer a main to somebody's bracha and the whole time you haven't swallowed anything yet. Not enough that you just started chewing. And a lot of people, they're tempted to say amen to someone's bracha while they're still chewing. But if they haven't swallowed, you should really avoid it and not get into the very, very big discussion over here.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. Thank you, Mir.
Okay, thank you, and have a good day.
Okay, you too. We'll see you tomorrow, Mitzvah.
Okay.
Shalom, bye.
Okay, shalom.